Hello everyone, it's Shelby with Shelby Creations here. You know, we've been using our stamps quite a bit, and when we get done, we're usually, well, I don't know about you, but I usually pull out a baby wipe it off, then you pull out a piece of paper towel, dry it off, and if you're doing a lot of stamping and you clean as you go, or you wait and you think you got all your stamps there and you're cleaning them, and then you get those put away, you've thrown out your paper towel, the baby wipe you were using, and there's another stamp left. So what do? You pull out another baby wipe, another piece of paper towel, and the cycle continues. And this gets a little on the expensive side if you do a lot of stamping. Well, there was something that I had, and in cleaning I misplaced, and then with trying to find something the other day, I found it again, and it was like, yes, I so need this. It's a stamp cleaner. Now, bear with me. It's not your typical stamp cleaner. It's a homemade stamp cleaner. And I don't know if I can get it open. That's what it looks like. And you've got to, what you do is you spray your cleaner on one, don't spray it on the other, and then you're washing on this side, drying on that side. As you can see, yeah, mine's pretty much had it. So I figured it's time to pull this out and use it again. But I'm not going to use these pads. So what I've got here is just an old CD case. I've got another one here that I haven't used. And you see there's a lot of little things in here that are sticking up. What you're going to do is you're going to take these, I've heard them called several different things, but modelers use them. They're basically what you call a sprue cutter. You can get them in jewelry departments, you will get them, but I got things falling over here, but they don't cut flush. Excuse me, that's the dogs. These, a sprue cutter, if you find them in the car model parts of the store, and they cut straight flush. I gotta have to vacuum after this. These little pieces are flying everywhere. But yeah, you want to remove all of these little projections. Do not remove these tabs or these tabs if you've got something like this. And if you don't like the way it looks, it's like this one here, or the ones I have, they've got the permanent cover thing here. Slide a piece of paper under there. But I'm going to show you how I make mine. Now what you're going to need, I picked this up at Home Depot. These are edger refills, trim edgers for painting. And I'll use these scissors. We're just going to come in here. I'll show you what they look like. They look like this. Yep. This is all you need. These two. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to come in here, try to come in here, if these scissors will do it, and just trim off the pieces here, these things hanging over here. And this is what it attaches to your paint edger with. These just slide back right on. So I'm going to cut both of those off, making sure that they come off nicely. One. Sometimes you can get them to come off good. Sometimes they don't want to. Oh. And then you just have to keep at it. Anyway, that one's done. Ooh. Yeah. Bring out your safety glasses. Anytime you're cutting something hard like this, it's best to have a pair of safety glasses. That way you don't have these pieces flying in your eyes. Yeah, I've got both dogs in here with me tonight. Amora and Rocky. There goes one side. And, you know, just take your time. There we go. All right, now I've got both parts. Set that down. I'm going to try and get these little pieces off of here. Oops, not my stamp. Yeah, be careful of these because they can be a little sharp. You definitely don't want to be doing this when you have kids around. Oh, one piece went way over there. Now, you know, we've got all the little things off of here. And we're going to pull these two out because these are, I mean, I've used these for ages. And I'm going to slip the new ones in here. Just like that. Now, it's got the same over here. And if you want to do like 2 on this side, 2 on this side, wet and dry, that's fine. But you'll have to trim it a bit more because these don't quite sit that far. But I like to keep it just on one side. And then with these being, you know, as deep as they are there, that's going to make sure that air flows through these because, you know, air can get in under those and through the little holes. Now, you need something to wet it with. And for a while, I used to make my own craft room cleaner. And it was before COVID. And then after, when COVID hit, everything was disinfectant and alcohol. So what I'm using is glycerin. Pick this up at Walmart. It's a vegetable-based product. And you don't want much. I'm just doing a little one. Excuse me. If you're doing the full big sprayer, you probably want about a teaspoon of this. But here, I've just got very little in there. And it does not take much, believe me. Now, you can use baby wash or baby shampoo. This is what I have. And you can see, I've had this for a while. And I only use this in my craft room. And then I'm going to add just a couple of drops of this. You don't want it to be soapy, but you want enough in there that it will clean. All right, you see there? That's all I put in. That's the baby shampoo. So that's what I've got in there. Now I'm going to fill this up. I've got my water bottle here. And I'm simply going to add some water to this. And you might think, well, those are only a few little drops. You know, and that's a lot of water. You want it to clean, but you don't want it to leave soap behind, which is why we're adding so little. But the glycerin will help with it. There it is. Give it a good shake. And there is your cleaner. Just that simple. Now, I've still got this one. And I've got my new pads here. And this is so easy to use. I'll pull that around to the back. I'm only going to spritz one of these pads. And I learned this on YouTube years ago. Now, these are like brushes. So, I mean, look at that. And just wiggle it around. It'll get all into all those little cracks. Look at the ink it took off. This side is dry. So it's also going to get in all those little cracks and dry your stamp. And there it is, my clean stamp. You fold that back. Now, the plastic could be a little damp, you know, where it's all around the edges, but That's pretty much dry. Now I can put my cap onto this. Now you can either let this sit open, or even if you close it, remember the little air holes here? So air can actually get up underneath that plastic cover and it will dry. So, or like I said, you can always leave it open. But another thing this is good for, your peg stamps, your wood stamps. I mean, especially our little peg stamps, yes. So, I've got mine all ready to go. Ready to do some more stamping. Now, the cleaner itself, I think somebody called it stamp cleaner when I first learned about it. And what had happened was I was cleaning my craft room and I ran out of my usual cleaner. And I was almost done, and this was what was handy. I used it. It worked great. Now, I do have a spot up here above my mat. Move some of the stuff around here. I found my little teddy bear. My mother used to play bingo. That was her lucky charm. So, where's the... I just had it here. Oh! And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... And I haven't wiped this down yet. So you can either spray it on here. I'm just going to spray it up there. See if I can reposition you a little bit. See, it's all this area here. You would think, well, it didn't look that dirty. Looks can be deceiving. I know. Such a filthy desk. Put all my little things back there. Put my ink pads back up there. Now, something else with this is, one, yeah, it's getting the dirt off. But a lot of us, we have small children in the house. Let me angle you back down here. Excuse my hand. I mean, I have a 5-year-old granddaughter. Some of the cleaning products out there today have such harsh chemicals. I don't want them around my granddaughter. This is simply water with glycerin and either baby shampoo or baby wash. These are gentle. So, yeah. And this is a skin softener, basically. I mean, it's used to, to soak. I use it to soak my feet in the summertime. If my hands get dry, I'll put some warm water with a few drops and soak that in there. Soak my hands in it. This is great. This is also used in lotions and soaps. So it's not going to hurt your skin. This is definitely not going to hurt your skin. Plus, it's hypoallergenic. Most baby shampoos are. That's not going to hurt my 5-year-old granddaughter if I'm cleaning in here and she comes in. So, but it will clean my stamps. It will clean my desk. And it doesn't smell bad either. Some of those cleaners have such harsh chemical smells. But that's my tip today. So make you some craft room cleaner and make you a stamp cleaner. It's going to be a lifesaver and a money saver in the long run. So if you've liked what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next here in the Dragon's Den. Bye, guys.